What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the visiting team and our home team. On the Redwood side of the field, so look at their head coach. This guy's on the fortunate side of week one of the teams who began this year with a win. Facing off with him here, the head coach of the Condors. His guys also able to start the season with a win, so somebody's going to leave here with a 2-0 record after this one.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Kicker Tyler Bass ready to get this one started. Kate Scott and Brock Heward with you on the call. And here we go on EA Sports. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. So here's their offense, taking over for the first time here. And they'll be led out by their third-year signal caller.
He's definitely one of the stars in this league, a true franchise quarterback. When you're at this level, Kate, you want to put your imprints on this game right from the jump.
Let's go now. 19, charge.
Straight to the air they go. Finds him over the middle. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 37-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is second down.
Here we go.
First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And they're going to have a first down now.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards.
And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield, down inside the 45-yard line. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball with the 44. On first down, it's Gibbs. Nice tackle there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now first and 20. Slot man motioned over. They go play action on first down. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Third down and 20.
Here he goes, third and long. Running a screen now for Jones. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and more importantly, stop it.
So here comes their offense for its opening drive. They'll be led out by last year's #1 overall pick, Brock. Looking to build on his decent debut season here in year 2. It's Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate, where I just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Back to the well again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. To the line. Here's third and 3.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up third and 3.
Working from the gun, Williams. His first throw is an interception. And the Redwoods are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
Their offense headed back out for its second drive of the contest. And they're set up well inside of enemy territory. They've got a short field after that pick. We've set it down from 37. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. Second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Looking to throw again on second down. Screen here for Gibbs. Ooh, and that was close, but they're going to have to get this on third down now. Gain is to the 27.
A gain of 10 brings up third and inches.
Running for the marker, it's Gibbs. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That goes for a gain of just one. And that is good for a first down.
Sacramento first down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They're throwing it. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And it's going to be second down. Gibbs now from the gun. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets him all the way down to that 15-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Offense is set. This is second and 2.
Here we go. Cowboy 80.
He's going to throw this one. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop it. And that sack may change the next play call as it sends them backwards ahead of third down.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Here we go. 70 line.
3rd and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal.
A gain of 12 yards.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Pretty easy for me to play armchair quarterback up here and say I just don't like that call on 1st and 5, especially when you get nothing from it. Man, that one stinks.
Throwing from the gun. Forced that to his right. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Took his shot at 6 that time. So now they're left with 4th and goal.
Kate, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
19 Tiger. Set, go.
Ooh, maybe some nerves there. He moved early on 4th down. Now we're going to see if this affects their choice to go for it. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Reichert connects there. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. And he's brought down just inside the 25. And here comes this offense for its 2nd series of the game. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? When you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
Into the hands of OBJ. He hangs on to that football, Brock, through a well-timed tackle. Nice gain. They're down to the 36. Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Blown back, gets the handoff. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, Williams. Buying some time right. Moving right, aims it out down the sideline.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss, whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
3rd down, here's Williams. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
An early deficit means you lose the runway to slowly get your offense up to speed. This offense got to get going. That incompletion won't help.
So punt coming up on 4th down, and it's against Belgium native Corliss Waitman with the honors.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st down, play action. Completed to his running back. He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. He'll look to throw. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Trying to get it into Emeka Egbuka. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Man in motion, out of the slot. 3rd down run by Gibbs. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Devondre Sweat on the stop. A 2-yard gain.
On now comes the punt team for the Redwoods. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. When he can't evade the coverage team for much, they stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Now this offense ready to head back out. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
2 yards on the pickup.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
36-yard line.
Williams from the gun. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jamal Adams with the INT. And the Red Ones will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, that's now his second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now out of the shotgun. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Into the red zone. And that's going to be a touchdown. It's on the board for now. Will it stand? We've got to see what this flag is all about. No surprises here. They decline that holding call, and they're going to hang on to that interception. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Condors take a 4-point lead.
Condors 7, Redwoods 3. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. He gets with a return here. Escapes a defender. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50. It's a big momentum swing on the final play of our opening quarter. 7-3 is our score. More of the NFL on EA Sports right after this. And we're back. Road offense out there and set. Let's get the second quarter started. They're set up with it after the pick to end the first. Straight ahead with Gibbs. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
That linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field. All I'm thinking about right now, Kate, training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Pass play now. He's got a Emeka Egbuka. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They gain 11 on that play. And that means first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
On the draw, this is Gibbs. And they were waiting for him on that draw, weren't they? To get him behind the line, that's going to bring up second down.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
Motioning right is Egbuka. Trying to throw this from the gun. Completed over the middle. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of the work done as they set up third and very short.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Pickup of 2 here. And that gives him the first.
That's good for a Sacramento first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. One man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Pass play on 1st and 10. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Condors tap it as he records the first interception of his young career.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run it. Run it.
The Condors and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And coming off the interception, a good chance to reestablish some momentum as they get set. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
We call that jet sweep. You're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps them on schedule and didn't go backwards.
At the 22-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. Short pass brought in. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
1st and 10 from the 32. Now the give as they set up the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. On play action, here's Williams. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
That's Hill working the sideline, complete. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line. On comes the Condors punting squad. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. Their offense running back out now. And this drive would be a win if they can just hang on to the football, Brock, coming off those back-to-back turnovers. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Gibbs. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. A pickup of 17. And that'll set him up with a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Sacramento.
1st down, and they go right back to it. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Left side, gets there, caught! And he has it into the red zone as he reaches that 20-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You've got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's Jones on the toss. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Condors will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Intercepted. They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
That deficit, that's nothing, Brock. They are right in this game, but they'll make it final if they keep hurting their cause with these interceptions.
Play smart, not scared. That's a mantra that the Colts and Tom Moore and Peyton play smart football, not scared to make a mistake. And right now, he is just making way too many mistakes.
The offense getting set to go. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. First down, Williams. Hits him on the out route. He'll be brought down just as he gets it up to the 24. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives him a first down.
For San Antonio, first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Williams will look to throw. He's going to get this one out quickly to Hill. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
We saw his guys pick up the blitz. We felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
And he's hit just before he can pick up that first. So 3rd and short coming up from the 33.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning. All set to go now from the 35. Williams on first down. Buys time, rolling right. He tucks it and takes off. Along the perimeter he goes, crossing the 45. They get 22 out of that play. And that's going to bring up first down.
That's another San Antonio first down.
Now here's Williams. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Okay, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. To the air on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. Taken in by Hill, right side. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. So rather than try a tough 51-yarder, they're going for it on 4th down. Trying to push this past the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Now, after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. On the move, headed right. Now he takes it. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
This is caught near the pylon. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
At the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call is going to be on 3rd down. We go with a design keeper. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up. Timeout taken by the defense. Their second. Offense isn't moving here. They are going for this on 4th and 1. Here's the long back on the handoff. And they stop him. No touchdown, no first down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
You know, Kate, it's almost like the defense was in the offensive huddle before the play. They dialed up the perfect blitz to encircle and cut off that run. And the reward is they get off the field.
This offense ready to get going again now. And this is close to their end zone. They have got to be careful, but there is still enough time. They could mount something of a drive here. Offense to the line. Here we go. Drive begins with Gibbs. Boy, were they ready to try and stick him there for the safety. As it stands, he's only able to maybe get back to the 2. Throwing from his own end zone. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw on 3rd. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play. And then all of a sudden, in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately, there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And it'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. Their offense headed out now. Not much time left before the half. And 35 seconds isn't a ton, but it is enough to muster up a little something. There's 35 seconds to go in the half as they are ready to begin their drive. First down throw by Williams. Escapes the pocket. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Got his man. This is McMillan. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Redwoods, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
They've got first down here from the 36. Airing it out to start this drive. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So it's 2nd down coming up. He's back to throw. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here, no doubt, made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. Here's Reichert, set to kick this away. He fields it from the 8. He's got a lane up past the 30. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38. The Condors and Caleb Williams running out for their next drive. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
The rookie from Georgia in on that tackle. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
At their 48-yard line.
Give now to the running back. That's a short gain of 1. And that's good for a new set of downs.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
He's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you can put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, they're not. You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Forced him, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. This offense making its way back out now. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Here we go now. Time to start this drive. 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. He finds Brown right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. A 28-yard pickup there. And they're going to have a 1st down now.
And the Sacramento first down.
Hand off to Gibbs from the gun. And he's going to be across midfield with a gain of 5 on that play.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. What a game he has had. Really showed the versatility he's got from the running back position and the wrinkles that he can add to this offense.
Yeah, Kate, you hear it all the time. The quarterback's best friends are reliable tight ends. Well, right next to that reliable tight end is a more dependable pass-catching running back.
And this drives him back at field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Called in left side. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today because they get that drop.
And they pick him up again. And the Condors are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback. but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
Going to the ground again on first. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. We get a stoppage here. One of their big blockers up front. In some pain following that play. He's being attended to. They've got first down here from the 36.
What is up?
Williams from the gun. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
Second and 10 now. Williams. Brought in right side by McMillan. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
And the run will not work. He is soft to the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Tyler Bass on now for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. Bass's kick is good. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It fed the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Bass now to kick this away. He gets with a return here. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Redwoods and Jahmyr Gibbs back out on offense. And they're coming off a 3rd interception thrown, Brock. That last one costed them what looked to be a very good drive.
Yeah, I could put this offense, frankly, at a breaking point when it comes to this passing game. The turnovers have just been a consistent problem. And that last one really stings because it kept points off the board.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Back to work after throwing the pick. They bring pressure, and they're going to get to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup. You got to get in that huddle. You know, and quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They'll throw it. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
3rd and long for him here. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Breaks the tackle. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. He almost threw another one. Back-to-back throws now that should have been picked off, partner, as he continues making risky decisions with the football. So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Williams throwing again here on 2nd down. Throwing the out route complete. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Williams to throw on first. It's a big strike to Hill. And he is in. Touchdown. The Condors push their lead to 15. Tyreek Hill to touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like Tyrese next.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
Williams has his guys set. Looking to tack on two to that touchdown. All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got it. So they get the conversion, and that's going to extend their lead. Okay, Brock, the goal line fade works for two. I know there's some fade lovers out there. There's some fade haters. As a former quarterback, where's your opinion fall?
Well, when it works, you love it. But you know and I know it comes down to a couple things. It comes down to the matchup. You've got to have the guy out there who can win that matchup. Yeah. And then it comes down to precision. There is so small margin for error. Perfect throw, better execution, and the matchup they took advantage of.
And this gets out to the 30 before he stopped. The offense headed back to the field. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. First and 10 now from the 30. Here's the backup. First throw. Finds him over the middle. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
The play fake. He'll throw. Rolling out to his left. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Short pass brought in. Ooh, and he is cracked at the tail end of that play. A good hit, but someone would love for it to have come earlier as he gets forward a bunch and gets him the first down.
Sacramento.
Gibbs now from the gun. Fights his way through a tackle. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Setting up to throw. He completes it in traffic. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Throwing now, off the play action. Buys time, rolling right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. He's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
10 yards to go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Falls incomplete and brings us to the end of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's not quite over yet, but it took a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Will Reichert now to try the field goal. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And the gap closes to 14 points.
If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back in this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a two-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Dak outruns their offense. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. All right, they're out and set. Here we go, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Back-to-back carries here. And this is going to come to an end right at the 32-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 32. Working from the gun, Williams finds his man over the middle. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Now here's Williams. He's going to get this one out quickly to Hill. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
So critical, Kate, on those receiver screens to get that ball out with great precision. You don't want that receiver thinking about anything but navigating the blocks in front of him. That's well done by everybody.
First down throw by Williams. Dumps it off to his running back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Blown back, it's the handoff. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Williams on 1st down. And in he goes for the touchdown. The Condors have likely locked up the win right there. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Pass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Condors stretch their lead to 21. Bass now to kick this away. He gets with a return here. Making some progress here. Races past midfield. And he had everybody thinking 6 before they finally got to him and put an end to it.
You know, Kate, it's fun talking to these elite kick returners over the years and how much they visualize. As they're sitting back there waiting for the kickoff return, they're visualizing, well, a house call. And there was some serious explosiveness from him on that one. He may not have gotten all the way to the house, but he's setting his offense up in the red zone, which is pretty darn good.
Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. They just can't finish the play. Motioning right is Egbuka. Another throw here on second down. He's got it. He has the touchdown. The Redwoods get it back to within 2 possessions. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on football fields. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
13.
Still down a couple of scores after that. They're going to set up for the onside kick. And they recover this one without a problem. The onside attempt fails. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks them, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
On play action, here's Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Nothing doing there as the second down pass falls incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up. On now comes their punter. And he's been getting all of it every time out.
They'll take over.
Here comes their offense out again. And they were not blessed with the short field they got on their prior drive. This one is a world away as they begin deep on their own side. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. And send him over right. Back to pass on 1st and 10. He's not going to be able to escape, and down he goes. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's 2nd down.
Going from the gun here. Defender's there, and he forces the incompletion. Good play to bring about this 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Now looking to throw. Bails out of the pocket quick. And this is another one too close to that defender, Brock. Knocked away again, and this time he forces 4th down.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the balls of their eyes. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it. Thought they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
They'll try and punch it in. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. They go to him again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Antonio. The Condors making a 3-score game in the 4th. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Bass now to kick this away. He gets with a return here. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Another drive coming up for this offense. And the turnovers, Brock, a big reason they've played themselves out of this one. Hopefully they can keep it clean here, if nothing else.
Yeah, well, this drive isn't pertinent to this game maybe anymore, Kate. This drive is for next week. They just want something positive here to end the game to carry forward into the practices ahead.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
Throwing now, another shotgun. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Long deep here for the end zone. That's incomplete for the moment. We do have a flag down, but it might not be good news for their offense. That's usually where we see holding calls. So the refs get him for holding, and that's going to back this offense up. Their work doubly is difficult now after that holding call. It's 2nd and 20. Throwing from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. And the Condors are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
I'll hear a lot of defensive coordinators say you've got to earn the right to rush the passer by doing work on the early downs. You know what this is, Kate? They've earned the right to be aggressive defensively with the work they did through 3 quarters, and this defense is cutting it loose.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10.
What is it hard? Here we go.
Here's the handoff. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
What is it hard?
Back to the well again. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good for a 1st down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the 1st down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
Hey, I love the jet sweep as much as anybody, Kate. It could be super effective, but here's the deal. Once you send that receiver in motion, well, you're doomed. Because if they bring an edge pressure or there's a blitz, there's really no stopping it. Once that thing gets started, there's no audibling out of it.
He's a dive up the middle. And he's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. It's a gain.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in San Antonio. Condors moments away from a 2-0 start. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9.
What is it?
Third and long. They're going to throw. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. That force, that contact, separated man from ball. Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Now outruns their offense to take over. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. 2nd and 3 now.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. They're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. 3rd and long for him here. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. It's complete. This is Anglupa. Touchdown. The Redwoods making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
They're leaving the offense out there, and they're trying for 2.
The offense will line up for a
Back to throw now.
conversion.
And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the hands team brings in the onside kick. That should set them up for victory. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Offense to the line. Here we go.
What is up?
Hand off to the back. And he's going to take this down to the 31 before he gets taken down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
What is it on?
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Here's a design run. So hard work rewarded as they take a well-earned win in this one. And they're stacking momentum right away this season as they begin the year 2-0. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Condors as we bid you farewell from San Antonio.